Hey there everybody, welcome to Leisure Gaming Sports. Today we are back in Madden 25 MUT Journey episode 187 and the Madden 26 beta. We gotta talk about so much going on. So, first off, I did get an invite to the beta. Obviously, I can't record or share much or share anything at all, but I do want to say I've been playing the beta and I actually had to take a break and be like, okay, I gotta record this episode. So yeah, the closed beta, obviously if you're watching this a day later, obviously I am recording this the day the beta dropped, the 18th, Wednesday, but by the time you guys are seeing this, it's Thursday the 19th, so yeah. Obviously, there's a lot going on with that. The full artwork on that Jalen Hurts pre-order reward they showed looks ridiculous. The gameplay deep dive is very interesting. I'm not going to go into what I played with the closed beta, because obviously I can't, but I am having a blast, dude. I mean, honestly, guys, oh, yeah. So, let's talk about what's going on in Madden 25, though, because I can't, closed beta. It's closed for a reason. Roster Revolution Part 22 dropped. Yeah, it's all right. Limiteds are Russell Wilson. No, thank you. And Christian Wilkins. I like Wilkins. I do. And he's not bad. But that's a limited. I'd probably sell him at this point. The champions are Jalen McLaughlin, halfback. He's got Truz baked in, which is good, but no Angry Run, so eh. Mike Williams, wide receiver, has Double Me baked in, has some decent stuff. Byron Young, right outside linebacker, does have Colossus, and Christian Fulton, cornerback, has Bottleneck. And then, yeah, 97s, which nobody cares about 97s at this point in the year, but they are Jake Brendel, Tyler Guyton, Mason Smith, and Isaac Yadam. Yadam? Yeah, Yadam? How do you pronounce his name? Interesting. Anyways, and then Gauntlet and MUT Champs. Yeah, who's playing that stuff still? But okay. Reward players, Robert Splain, 98 overall. Why are we playing for a 98 overall at this point? 99 Jason Pierre-Paul and 99 Jason Pierre-Paul. Yeah, because there's the first to reach 500 and the one that doesn't. Yeah, and Jason Pierre-Paul doesn't look that crazy. He gets one passive X-Factor bucket, which makes him about as good as, like, the Rising Star players. And that's the top 500 one. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. So, last episode, we wrapped up our solo seasons solo seasons match and wrapped up that little thing. We're all now on Old Pro. If we spin it on the wheel, my brain is thinking about the Madden 26 beta. After we're done recording this, I'm hopping right back over. I did make a small dent. I played one game and did the Roster Revolution challenges. Sorry if I'm unfocused. Got 896 yards out of that. 83 team tackles, 1 interception, and 24-25 fumbles. Hey, not bad for a single game and some a handful of challenges, right? It's not that bad. So 6 unopened packs. Why is the Daily Coin and Strategy pack here? Well, I had to buy a pack from the store. Don't worry, you're not missing much, because I realized we get 5.99 tokens for the season, but one of them is that take season tickets or the 99. I just decided to buy the 99. So Shedeur Sanders is now our starting QB. That's right, we moved to him, and he is now our starting QB. Which means I've left a note for myself that when we reach season level 75, which is 39 levels away, I have to take the 1,800 season tickets over the 99 token, because that 99 token will not help us. So we have a new quarterback in. Cam Ward is on the auction block. So yeah, let's get over here. We have some stuff. Let's actually open the most boring one, which is the 94 OVR. Because we don't need any of these guys anymore. Right? I'll just take the other Micah Parsons so we have 2 backups of him. And hopefully at some point we will be able to quick sell him. They'll probably wait for like early next month to allow us to do that. But yeah. That's a very boring pack. So we have 2,000 coins here. Strategy item. Let's spin this. Kyle Shanahan. So I believe this is our second gray, or is it our third? It is our second. Okay. So that takes care of the daily stuff. Obviously, we still have the daily coins to go do. A daily pack for a coin that we need to go do. Midfield pack. 88. 89. Dollar Higby, we're going to set. Are these 90s or 93s? These are 90s, right? Yeah. Cortland Sutton. And then 83. Okay, yeah. It wasn't a full, but I still couldn't tell the because all the smaller ones, everything but the champs have the same animation. So like I couldn't tell what that was going to be, but it's the Scottish Hammer, so we'll throw him in 84-85. And boom, that's 3/4 done. And the rest of these cards will go back because Fan Appreciation is coming tomorrow or the day you're watching this. And I personally cannot wait for that, but I also am just excited about the fact that ooh, Theme Team Surge. 92 Darius Slay. Okay. I'm just also excited about the fact that we're getting close to Rookie Premiere. 88, 82 CJ2K. 88 Ezekiel Turner. 87 Cam Jurgens. All right, only 182, like, or under 85, so that's actually pretty good. And we get an 84-85 out of that. And then, of course, I'm still going to bank on the fact that Surge will quick sell. Or will not quick sell, but will convert to coins. Hopefully with Fan Appreciation tomorrow. I have no reports that it is. I have no sources that says it is. I just keep banking on it because otherwise, all that coin I spent, I am regretting my life decisions. Because that's just a lot of points sitting there for nothing. Now, Epic Option Pack, all right? A 92 Boom or Bust is pretty big, and it's a 92 guaranteed, so we're going to take that. I like the fantasy packs, but yeah. And it's a 93. Yep, Devondre Sweat. All right, so maybe the fantasy pack would have given us something better. Obviously, we won't know, but yeah, probably we're seeing that was only a 93. All right, let's come over here and let's get our daily coin on. We got the 70 plus daily coin pack. Let's grab that. It is a 83 Rasheed Walker. Okay, we'll throw him into the 84-85. We'll get that going. Then what's our other daily coin pack? Platinum would be nice. An 88 NFL Combine. Oh, this doesn't say B&D though. Alright, so this is just a free 88 plus. And it's a 90. I'm happy with that. I'm glad it's not B&D actually. Like, that's actually pretty good. Now, we did obviously cross over season level 35, but I'm not going to spend points on this junk. It's just not worth it. The Draft Elites or the Roster Revolution or the AKA Icons or this Champ Revolution pack, I might, I'll spend the coins on. But yeah, other than that, no, thank you. So, obviously, because we wrapped up the solo seasons, we have to figure out a new schedule on our Road to Match reel because we are in Road 2 mode. Now, let's bring it up. Never mind, let's not bring it up. There it is. I had to refresh it. All right, we only have 3 options. We'll move to head-to-head, and it will be Ultimate Solo Seasons this time. All right, so our new quarterback is going to Ultimate Solo Seasons Hall of Famer. It's the in-game now. Only one level remains after this. Does you run in here or does glory await you? We have 5 of these, and then we have 1 more after that, which we won't spin the wheel for. We'll just play it. So we kind of have 6 more episodes of this. But yeah, we are down 6-0, so not bad here. We are on defense. Let's just stop them, get the ball back, and see how Shedeur does. I haven't even played with him. I didn't. I only made the change right before this episode. Okay, just to let you know, we need offensive yards, tackles, interceptions, and 1 more fumble. I'm hoping the fumble I can't talk. I switched on the wrong guy. I can't play for the fumble. I need to not let myself try to play for the fumble. Even though I'm one fumble off of completing the weekly objective, I can't. Incomplete. Yeah, I need a play to win this and not play for something dumb like a challenge that I can complete with it randomly just happening. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. I thought he jumped in front of that. All right, here it is. Big moment. Stop him here. Let's get the lead and just make this nice and easy. And a massive sack. They will punt, and we will just take it where it's at because we still need yards, but I'm not going to back myself up. Yeah, I'll just take it here. This is still, what? Yeah, 11. I was wondering where they'd place it. But here we go. Shedeur Sanders making his first appearance as our new QB. We're just going to see how we can do. Well, everything felt really quick and smooth there. That did not feel bad. And just like that, we take a massive lead of 1 point. Look at that. Oh, whoa, that was a little too close for comfort. Yeah, no, right there, everything there felt perfect with Shedeur. So, yeah, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I will note, I did give him dots instead of angry runs. He does have trust, though. Oh, fumble. We recover, and that should be the last fumble. So now it's all about INTs, tackles, and offensive yards. And we just need offensive yards in general, so we will run here.
Just scored, right? Just took the lead. Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up.
I was hoping we'd break all of it. You know. It's still, even if we score 7 here, it's still only 1-score game because they could go for 2. But man, I am quite happy with this. So, yeah. I'm glad we got that last fumble. Honestly, that's a weight off my shoulders. Interceptions will just come as a, you know, and I'm not really going to play any more matches today. With fan appreciation dropping tomorrow, there will be challenges for that. Honestly, today, after I record this, I probably am just going to go play the beta. Truth be told, just to get more of a feel. And just to let you know, even though it's not hard because it's a beta, I gotta be honest, I may have already got like an 83 overall squad in the beta. Which isn't hard to say because with beta they give you stuff, you know, if you've ever been a part of any beta in any game, they usually give you access to stuff early on so you can test some stuff, get a feel for the game. And I can't go into too much detail, obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Hit stick. Right now, I'm not just trying to force fumbles, I'm just trying to hit them. You know, but yeah, if we can get an INT here, I'll be happy, and we can kind of wrap up this game. Nice little quick episode. Man, it also feels weird. Oh, another fumble. Wow, okay, well, doubled up on the fumble just in case somehow one of them didn't count. But yeah, I gotta say, it's always kind of funny to me. Oh, I didn't even throw. Yeah, I kind of was in the middle. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I kind of was just, yeah. That's all on me. Oh, what a catch. Dang. As I was saying, yeah, I'm definitely excited to test some more stuff. With the beta, obviously you can't talk about it. Everything is confidential, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I am excited to continue to test stuff on there and play the different modes. Not just Ultimate Team, but, you know, test out the other stuff and see how it feels. There's the deep dive that they released today is so crazy. I've gone over it once, and it's just like, with all the updates they're making to it, is definitely making it better for the hardcore fans of the game, or the fans that know everything. looking at it, I do worry about the casual football fans. You know, I am glad they're introducing some more real verbiage. You know, we've seen in the deep dive that they talked about, you know, the Mike, the Will, you know, we're talking, you know, we're seeing introductions of, instead of just the generic right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, you know, we're seeing more terminology thrown around, or, you know, so I quite like that, and the deep dive really made it quite interesting about that. Because I think in one thing, like, right, like, if I bring up the deep dive, let me see if I can't do it while I'm playing this game, which is probably really stupid of me. They talk about the QB DNA, they talk about traits, coaching DNA, football weather, depth chart. They said added new positions: long snapper, edge, Sam, Mike, Will, nose tackle, gadget. You know, for like Taysom Hill, Deebo Samuel, you know, they added in for such players like that. Certain players, restrictions have been lifted. Travis Hunter will start at both wide receiver corner if you choose. Wear and tear will negatively impact. Wear and tear is going to be crazy. I mean, they, in that deep dive, they talked about all this stuff: custom zones, physics-based gameplay, 700 new tackle animations, half slide, full slide, empty, base protections. You know, superstar abilities getting nerfed, or they only work 50% of the time, which I do not like. I think that's a coin flip. I think overall the effect should have been decreased on some of them, and maybe like the KOs should have had a role. But secure protector should not have a 50% chance. Oh, there's an INT. Let's go. There we go. There's a pick 6. That moves us to 2 out of 12. But as I was saying, stuff like a lurk artist and a pick artist should work 100% of the time. You know, return man should work. I don't think the superstar ability guarantee, some of them should, they need to rebalance that. Some of them should be 100% success rate. I just missed. That's fine. I'm really not paying attention. Like, yeah, I don't know. The superstar abilities, they need to go by a case-by-case basis with those, instead of a cover thing. You know, there's just so much stuff with that deep dive that at the end of the day, the game looks amazing. I want to play the beta so I can make sure that, I mean, like I said, I have access to it, so I can give them feedback for myself as a casual player, as someone who is not a top ranked player. If I did rank, you know, you see it. I'm a bronze. I'm a silver. I'm not a gold plus. I'm not a top end player. So my feedback is going to come from the casual person's perspective. The person who, while I'm making content and I love football, I am still a complete and utter noob and bad player in Madden. I'm not a top player. So I'm hoping my feedback will help with them fix stuff for the casual player. And that's completely my approach to the beta, and my feedback is going to be purely from me playing it as if I was a casual. And I am a bad player, but making content on it obviously moves me slightly out of the realm of a casual because I'm spending time to make content. Oh, there we go, another pick. It's not going to be pick 6. Yeah, but that's still a pick. That's 3 out of 12. Let's go. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm going to do with the beta. Just so you know, on my feedback, it's going to be geared towards the casual player, and I think works best for them and myself. So yeah, but like the deep dive, we'll see how good it worked, or how good everything will work out, because truth be told, didn't they say something about last year's, let me see, could I find the Madden 25 deep dive? Yeah, here we go. Madden 25 franchise and presentation deep dive. So this is back when Madden 25 was just announced.
He's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Just as lightly as he does the football.
So dynamic stories, you know, this is where Madden 25, they were talking about the breakout stories and stuff like that. They were talking about draft night being reworked, which was great. You know, franchise stuff. Oh wait, I'm in franchise deep dive.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Let me see if I can't find gameplay deep dive.
He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest, and this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Here we go, 25 gameplay deep dive. They talk about the boom tech physics engine. Obviously, we're talking about this Madden 25 that we've been playing, right? Reloaded hit stick, timing based signature, ball carrier, skill moves, good sack, signature pre-play styles, smart pre-play adjustments, foundational football catching innovations, blocking, playbooks, special teams. I think there was something about abilities, right, where they talked about how they were changing them to make them better balanced, and then this year they still weren't balanced, you know?
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game.
Yeah. So, KO and superstar abilities, these abilities are now far less likely to force knockouts than a catch. That didn't happen. Secure Protector no longer guarantees an interaction. But if you didn't have another big ability to counter that, it did. Unstoppable Force, you know, popped up. Inside and outsiders no longer function. The defensive team uses pass commit. That's, I don't think it's true. Set feet lead and pass lead, reduced pass velocity. It felt the same. Like, I don't know. They talked about changing up some of the abilities last year, right? And I don't think I really felt that big of a difference till compared to 24 and some abilities that they said they talked about. KO was, oh, and there's another pick. Let's go. Oh, that's massive. That moves us to 4 out of 12. 1/3 done. But yeah, no, I mean, looking at the gameplay deep dive for Madden 25, this game that obviously we've been playing, they said stuff about abilities that didn't come to fruition, about nerfing the power of some of them, and I don't feel like a lot of those were truly nerfed. So the fact that they're talking about, oh, all abilities only work 50% of the time, we'll see if that's the case, you know, because in the past they've talked, and abilities is a big sticking point, because they've talked about abilities in the past with, like, you know, oh, this has been nerfed, or this will happen less frequently, or, yeah, and it sometimes doesn't feel like it. Or when they're nerfed into the ground, but something else takes its spot. So they listed so many abilities that said they only work 50% of the time. Things like Pick Artist and Lurk Artist, they need to make sure that it still works, because if it doesn't, it's going to be bad. So we'll hurry up here, we'll burn out the clock. So yeah, obviously Madden 26, gonna take everything, some of the stuff they say with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to abilities. That's something I'm still not the most comfortable with when I was reading through it. Everything else seemed very good, and I like their terminology and their examples, if I'm honest. But a lot of other things I had problems with, you know. Like I said, with the abilities, I trust it about as far as I can throw it. So, yeah. And if I had pass lead to lead on, I could throw it pretty far. So we have this rare strategy item fantasy pack. Let's get that open, and we'll spin the wheel to see what we get for winning. Oh, I should actually check to see how our objectives go. Alright, so these are all blue. So we'll just grab a blue one and throw it into the set. Unless these are not, they are. Okay, they can add to the set. Sometimes we get weird non-B&D ones that still can't go in the set, and I still don't know what in the world those are, you know. Yeah. So let's go see how I did with the weekly objectives. So, okay, so we crossed over 1,000 yards, so that's 1/3 done. Over 1/3 done. I'm happy with that. All right, 104. So yeah, really easy. And then 4 out of 12 INTs. Okay. And the next level will be 38, where we get coins, tickets, and a midfield pack. Then yeah, The last 96 is there. All right. Still a little bit off, moving a little bit slow, but let's go over here and, oh, I'm going to the store already. I don't even know what the wheel is. Let's spin the winner's wheel, see what we get. Any 2 training pack. Okay. Any 2 training pack. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. Let's go over to training. Mystery packs. Let's go. Oh, we get a midfield pack. Man, could be worse. 88 Cam Taylor Britt. Okay, card will throw in a set. Card will throw in a set. Team of the week. Justin Fields. Card will throw in the set. That was bad. I mean, I spent, hold on, really quick, if I quick sell all this, I spent 77,000 training. I'm getting back 8,000. Right? So, that is not good. So, I mean, we're getting an upgrade here, cool, but like, yeah. Poor training pack. Poor training pack. And I hope that they do eventually start listening to the fans and bring back stuff that, like, fans really want. Like, fan appreciation, I hope, is actually going to be for the fans. I hope that they eventually consider bringing back, oh, how am I forgetting what it's called? The old training pack. Variety pack? No. How am I forgetting it? Oh, has it really been that long? No, it is the training variety pack, right? Yeah, training variety pack. But yeah, the last one was really bad. They need to just balance it better for the next one. All right, one last mystery pack. Let's do it. And that will be it, guys, for... And it's another midfield pack. You guys ever feel sad about the rolls? I feel like the rolls aren't great with these. 86 Patrick Mahomes, just over the 85, so we do keep it. 91 Ron Robinson Jr. ain't bad. And a free agency is probably going to be what? 88, yeah. And there's one bad card. And a roster evolution, 89. All right, that wasn't awful. But we'll throw that in there, guys. That is pretty much going to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys so... Oh, wait, no, we're going to have some little guys to open. Might as well open them really quick. All those can go to the club. And we have a 76-77 and a 74-75 to open up. Season of Boom. Man, I love that animation. It is going to be weird. Like, if you saw the reveal for the pre-order bonus, it's weird to not have these weird little side cutout cards. You know, like how they have the little border. Instead, it's just going to be like a borderless full art, which I think is cool, and they're going in the right direction with that. And it is a Jackson Carmen. All right, guys, that will do it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.